captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Well, I did something last night that I regret. If you notice me leaning, it's because I'm still trying to figure it out. I stopped betting baseball about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Still betting a game here, game there. Last night, for some reason, decided to dive into a full slate once again. Put in about 6 bets. And still looking for half of my backside. Ate my ass up. God damn. Had the over on the Red Sox Rays. Red Sox put up nothing. Over on the O's and the Natties. More of the same. Took the Pirates. Figured Philly had just clinched. The hell they got to play for. Straw that broke the camel's back was the damn Metropolitans. Took them game 2 over the Marlins due to pitching discrepancy, so I thought. And Johnny Cueto continues to be amazing. So I'm going to do the show sitting sideways for the rest of the week till I can figure out where my right hiney cheek is. Decisions. All right. Phillies somehow win 7 in a row after coming back. That's right, coming back against the Pirates last night. The San Diego Padres, the best team in baseball, best lineup in baseball, eliminate the Giants last night. Now, they're still one loss away from being eliminated themselves, but hope is still alive for the Padres on the bend of San Diego. A lot happening in baseball. It's like a lot's happening and nothing's happening, if you know what I mean. Gonna get to it all and more as soon as possible. Also, NFL picks, baby. Giving them out now, baby. Thursday night football is included in my NFL picks for the weekend. Absolutely love 2 bets tonight in that game between the Lions and the Green Bay Packers. We'll jump into that game in a bit. Few things across Major League Baseball. I'm going to touch on the races once again. All right, let me get to that when I get to that. Do some math real quick. I have to math it up real quick. Calculate my vicinities. Lost 1.5 units last night. Ain't that some shit? Luckily, I did have the Astros on the run line who take care of a busy Nas. Although things did get chippy. Definitely want to talk about that and more. Just going to keep insinuating that there's more coming to the show. Also had the Rangers on the run line. I knew I had a good feeling they would biggity bounce back. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives, going live the 28th of September. It is a Thursday. I said it is a Thursday. I don't know why I love Thursday so much. It's like my kind of Friday, if you know what I mean. Thursday's probably my favorite day of the week. They're growing on me. The older I get, the more I like Thursdays. I remember when I got into my late 20s, Thursday became like my favorite night to hit the club. I don't know why. Friday was like, wow, all the cats that just got paid just want to go get loose. Saturdays, some of the same. But Thursdays, I don't know, it was a more mature, grown and sexy crowd. Look, I gotta be at work in the morning, baby, but yeah, we'll go down. The damn deal. If you know what I mean. Thursday nights in the club, you be asking, about this is a show? We live? We live on air? Okay, cool. It's about to get a little wild in here. Now, Thursdays at the club, you be asking the girl to go to brunch with you. Friday, you just trying to get her back to the crib. Oh, nah, baby, let's go back to the crib right now. She ain't got shit, baby. Shit, bow. But Thursday, you like, shit, baby, what you doing Sunday morning? Thinking we can get brunch, French toast, little fruit spread. Maybe at one of those hotels that got the nice view over the city, baby. Friday though, nah, baby, let's go back to the crib, baby. What it do, baby? Julio Rodriguez, young Julio, last night, pissed off, man. He gets into it in the 6th inning with pitcher from the Astros. Apparently, I haven't seen the clip. I said apparently, haven't watched it. It was a big at bat in the 6th inning. Julio does what Julio does. No, let me not do that. He's not as trash as I think he is. He's better than that. He's a pretty good player. Houston Astros get the best of him. He gets mad. Starts crying like a little, I'm not going to call him a baby either. I mean, grown men cry too sometimes. He starts getting mad, upset. All of a sudden, dugouts and benches and the whole 9 yards. It was a 2023 brawl, though. Nobody got hurt. No punches were swung. Just a bunch of people out there exchanging TikToks. Anyway, let me get down to some business. Got a lot to get to in this show. Diamondbacks win 8 out of their last 10. Yeah, they're playing the White Sox. All right. We get the White Sox, worst team in the league. Don't have to rub it in every chance you get. Marlins, Mets, they split a doubleheader. Marlins now tied with the Cubbies, who dropped 2 in a row to the Braves. I want to get something on to that game as well. Ronald Acuna Jr. The boy's a damn fool. Reds drop to the Guardians. Cincinnati now 1.5 games back from the Cubs and the Marlins, who are tied up right now. Man, if these Marlins make a wild card spot, that'd be bananas to me. I was begging them at the deadline to just sell. Mostly because there were some players I wanted to see elsewhere. Mostly because I wanted to see those players in the playoffs. Soler being one of them. I thought Jesus Luzardo deserved a chance. And then what do? Instead of selling, they bought. End up getting Jake Burger from the White Sox, who's absolutely raking. Hitting bombs left and right. This Marlins team is dangerous. I don't know if they're dangerous, like deep run into the playoffs dangerous. But even though Sandy Alcantara is having a bad season, still wouldn't want to see him in game 1 in a wild card. Just wouldn't want to do it. Cubbies. They need to get it together. 4-6 over their last 10. But how about the D-backs, baby? 8-2 over their last 10. I think I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me if I do. Phillies also win 8 out of their last 10. Padres also win 8 out of their last 10. These teams are fighting for their lives. Get back to yesterday's recap. The Rays 5 over the Red Sox, nothing. Orioles also win 5-1. Orioles, Rays still deadlocked with the Rays, 2.5 games back for the division race. Rays already locked up a wild card spot. No need to worry about them being in the playoffs. Still could manage to get a bye week and steal that top spot. Pirates lose to the Phillies after being up 6-4 in the 8th. Yankees, Garrett Cole, complete game. Give this man the Cy Young Award. Garrett Cole, now 15-4, ERA 2.63. He pitches a complete game against a dangerous Blue Jays lineup. Not only did he pitch a complete game, he only gave up 2 hits, 0 runs. When I first saw he put up a complete game, I was like, that's the Blue Jays. He probably gave up 2 runs, 4 or 5 hits. They just left him in there just because he was feeling it. No. Complete game shutout with only 2 hits on the bill. Cubbies fall to the Braves. I mean, come on, Cubs. You want us to take you serious? Win a damn game against the Braves. Twins win 6-4 over the A's. Brewers 3-2 over the Cardinals. Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums 8-2 over the Rockies. Royals, Tigers, who gives a damn? Tigers up 4-0. That game was suspended in the top of the 5th. Will be continued today. Padres eliminate the Giants 5-2 last night. And then the 2 games that mean the most. Rangers 5-0 over the Angels, holding on to their division lead. Astros win 8-3 over the Mariners. Astros get within a half a game more of the Rangers and drop the Mariners a full game back from where they were. It is now Astros 2.5 back for the division, and the Mariners 4 games back for the division. Mariners 1 loss away from being out of that race for the division. They are currently 1.5 games back from Houston in the wild card race. 2 games back from the Blue Jays. 3 games is that magic number. The Mariners, if they lose 3 games, will be eliminated, like teams such as the Yankees. I just had to throw it. You're eliminated. The Yankees stink. Has had to throw that out there. Big Yankees hater on the show. If you don't watch, last night Acuna Jr. gets his 70th steal. I mean, I feel like it would mean more if he, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? If he even got close before the round rule changes. Matter of fact, I should have looked that up. The rule changes. 2 rule changes that benefit the base stealer. And I give you you're the first to ever get 70. I give you, you're the only player to ever get 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases. Whew. See if this figures it out. See if I figure it out from here. I just have just one question. I'm gonna find it. So check this out. This ain't updated because it say he only got 68. We watched him last night get 70, and then in the middle of a tied game in the 10th inning, he said, "I don't give a hot ham about the Cubs, about the playoffs, I just stole 70 bases." He picks the base up, puts it over his head like a helicopter. Petey Pablo would have been proud. So check this out. We're supposed to be celebrating this kid for getting 70 stolen bases. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, this kid is amazing. But it's not like he got close to this number before the rule change. If he would have got maybe 55 even, it's like, okay, this kid is special. This kid is different. This kid is better than anyone has ever been. But instead, he doesn't even get over 40 in any season prior to this. And all of a sudden he has 70 and we're supposed to give a damn? Yeah, bro. They changed the rules. I don't get the big hoopla or confusion. You even saw it on his face. If you watch the clip, and then look at his face. He picks the base up and then he feels like almost embarrassed. Like, I didn't really do nothing. Ricky Henderson would have had 90 with these rules. And he just put the base down and wiped the embarrassment off. Just doesn't feel like an accomplishment to me. It's like NBA now. Doesn't feel like an accomplishment when there's no defense to stop you. There's no pushback. There's no hard fouls. There's go out there and drop 30 a damn game. Players in this generation should be dropping 50 a damn game. It's that easy to score. Just like it's that easy to steal bases. You're watching everybody this year get over 50 stolen bases. Just stealing them. And I could be exaggerating on that number, but there's been a lot of ridiculous stolen base numbers. I just wanted to make fun of Ronald Acuna for being proud of doing nothing special. I'll just say that. Because believe you me, there's players in prior generations who would have had 100 stolen bases. With these rules, 70 is still crazy. It'll look crazy on paper when we look back. Like 20 years from now, like, yeah, damn. Ain't nobody get over, 25, 35. Out of nowhere, this kid gets 70. He changed the game. Ever since he did it, everybody's doing it. Yes, they changed the rules. He didn't have nothing to do with it. Just to throw the numbers out there and make it even worse. 2022, 29 stolen bases. I know he was injured for a stretch. 2021, injured even more, 17 stolen bases. 2020, shortened year, 8 stolen bases. 2019, last full season, I believe he was healthy, 37 stolen bases. He doubles it this year. Hey, hats off to him, man. I'm glad he got his little moment. Glad he got his little shine, as they say. I'm going to come back to tonight's baseball. I'm not betting after yesterday. I mean, holy coyotes. I just watched one after the other. Lou was like, lost. Okay, they lost. Let me see. Okay. 30 minutes later. Okay, they lost. All right. Whew. All right, we got the Pirates. They up, baby. Let's go, baby. We up on the Phillies. Okay. Phillies came back. All right. Let's go, baby. We going into the ninth inning, 2-2, baby. Let's go, Mets. Tied up 2-2. Okay, they just look on lose too. All right. Ended up going to bed a loser. Luckily, Rangers and Astros run lines almost brought me back even. Man. Some games tonight, boy. I tell you. Seattle Mariners, best news of their whole entire season. They don't have to play the Astros anymore. Worst news of the whole entire season. Now they have to play a number one Rangers. Go from the Astros to the Rangers. I mean, it's almost like the Mariners were set up to get kicked out of this playoff race. However, Logan Gilbert is on the mound tonight. I feel good about the Mariners' chances to get at least this first game of the series against the Rangers. Jordan Montgomery's taking the mound for the Rangers, so he has been a tale of two different. I mean, I don't know. I picked this guy to be the Cy Young because of how he closed the season last year for the Cardinals. He came out this season and said, I'm going to stake it up a little bit. Towards the end of the year, I mean, he has turned it on. I think he is playoff ready. Looking forward to watching him in the playoffs. Montgomery on the mound tonight, taking on Logan Gilbert. That shall be a fun one. I'll actually have time to watch it too. It doesn't start till about 9 o'clock. I'll at least get to watch the last 4 or 5 innings after the Lions take on the Packers. Other games, just throwing out some pitching matchups that I like. You got Chris Bassett on the mound for the Blue Jays against the Yankees. Love what Bassett has done. Luzardo, Jesus Luzardo, just mentioned him earlier. Love watching him pitch this season for the Marlins. See if they can get a game. Cubs, one more game against the Braves, a name you haven't heard since July. Marcus Stroman. Man, I remember he was the hottest thing on the trade market. Didn't get traded, haven't heard from him since, baby. He will be pitching against the Braves. Pirates take on the Phillies. Wheeler on the mound. Zach Wheeler has had a hell of a season. Corbin Burnsy, baby, gonna take the mound against the Brew Crew. Sonny Gray, 8-8, supposed to be great. Big trash. Sonny Gray taking the mounds for the Twins against the Athletics. Royals, Tigers, going to finish up that game in the top of the fifth and then get to a doubleheader later. Diamondbacks and get an automatic win again against the White Sox. Diamondbacks looking to make it 9 out of their last 10 games with a victory. The beautiful thing about that, getting on track at the right time, sometimes better than making a hot start than being good all season. Love what the Diamondbacks are doing right now. Somehow 10 games above 500 after basically being at 500 or below it all season. But enough of baseball, man. As exciting as it is, watching these playoff pushes, playoff races. There's another sport coming to town. Foosball, baby. Let's jump into this NFL slate this weekend. I will break down games quickly as possible. Give out my bets for this weekend. Have 3 of them already placed. One of them on tonight, and that is the Lions. Detroit Lions on the money line, -120 right now, taking on the Packers. Man, I still can't believe the Packers beat the Saints last weekend. If you watched the game, you probably can't believe it. It hit me like 3 times this week. Oh shit, we 2-1. I'm driving to work. I'm like, man, I thought we was 3-0. Felt like it. Felt like it. Got the automatic jinx from some homies who text me up 17-0, saying Saints, we're gonna lose. My response was, we're up 17-0. Jordan Love's response was, woo! Anyway, I'm on the Lions. I got a few props for that game. Also, I will give them out at the end of the show. Let me get through the rest of these NFL games that I like. Just told you, Lions on the money line. Also, kind of like the over tonight. Probably not going to take it, 45 and a hook, but I love it. I think this game gets into the 20s. Last team to score wins. I know that sounds pretty obvious, but it's not always obvious. But I think this game is like 20-24 going into the final drive, which would make me mean I need points to hit the over. Kind of nervous about it, but I do like it. Falcons +3 against the Jaguars. How could you not take the +3? The Jaguars have looked pitiful, awful, disturbingly stank first few weeks of the season. The game everybody's talking about, Dolphins, Bills. Give me the Dolphins +3. Waddle still on the fence of him playing. I think he plays. Give me the Dolphins +3. I think they win the game outright, but I'll take the 3 points. I guess it could be a blowout either way, but I think this game is going to be a true measure of who these teams are. I think the Dolphins are slightly better. I think Josh Allen gives up 2 picks in the game to sell it. Steelers -3. I'm begging, I'm praying, and I'm hoping this number gets to 2.5 again. It was at 2.5 briefly yesterday, and I didn't take it. Love the Steelers in this position. Texans gonna come in this game maybe a little overconfident after beating a Jaguars team who is, in my opinion, trash as hell. It's early in the season still. Based on what the Jaguars did last season, they're still considered a good, elite, better than average playoff team. Hell no. Put up 9 points against the Chiefs, backdoor and lose to the Texans. Don't remember their week 1 performance, but I don't believe it was great. Jaguars, stank ass. Sick of people talking about how good they are. Give me the Steelers. Praying, fingers crossed, for a -2.5 on this board over the next 48 hours. Rams, Colts, not gonna lie to you. Fully healthy Colts team wins this game. Not sure with Minshew, although Minshew is pretty decent down backup. I'll tell you that. Vikings -4 against the Panthers, a little too big for me. I meant to only give you out the games I'm betting, and now I'm just reading the damn games out loud. Kind of like over on the Saints of Buccaneers. Eagles -8.5 versus the Commanders. I think it's a little too big. Denver, Chicago. Who gives a hot ham? Ravens. This is another game that baffles me. It's +2.5 right now. I am on the Ravens. Hoping to get a +3. Hoping to get a +3. I literally have alerts on Ravens Steelers, and by alerts, I'm checking it every 2 hours, hoping to catch a +3 on the Ravens and a -2.5 on the Steelers. This is called numbers watching. Bengals -2.5. Give it to me, baby. Nice and slow. That's Bengals -2.5. I do not think the Titans have the offensive capability of winning this game. They have scored 1 touchdown over 3 games, and they seem to struggle right now, both running and passing. And you got to think, at some point, we're going to see Will Levis or Malik Willis instead of Tannehill. It's just, I mean, especially if this is what you're going to be. If you're going to be a team that loses every week and not score touchdowns, why not give the Young Bucks a shot? Give me the Bengals -2.5. I think they win this game by a comfortable enough lead. I think that Bengals defensive line just disrupts the hell out of whatever the Titans try to do on offense, whether it's running or passing. Give me the Bengals to have their first dominant win of the season. Chargers -5.5 against anybody feels too big. Raiders, just hard to bet the Raiders. It's just hard to bet the damn Raiders. I watched Jimmy G throw 3 picks on, what is it, Sunday night? Sheesh. I mean, I appreciate you, though. I had the Steelers and the under. Okay. I am glad you got Vontae Adams the ball, though. I had his over on the receiving yards. Patriots, Cowboys. I always want to say Cowgirls. I don't even know why. It's not even funny. Just always want to do it. Patriots, Cowboys, 6.5 point favorite. I think the Cowboys come in motivated and mad after losing to the Cardinals. Just don't think the Patriots are good enough to compete. But then again, the Cowboys, I mean, I think they stink. Not do I think they stink. I think they play to their opponent. We watched them get up for that Sunday night game against the Giants. First game of the season, division rivals on the road. And then we kind of watched them come out. I guess they dominated against the Jets at home, first home game. But then we watched them just fall apart against Arizona. Never know which Dallas team you're going to get, but it's hard for me to think the Patriots keep this game close. Cardinals, 14-point dogs this weekend to the Niners. San Francisco 49ers. I think they could still blow this team out and not cover the backdoor situation. I think the 49ers can be up 20, 2 minutes left. Cardinals come down, score a BS touchdown with 3 seconds left. end up covering this number 14. It's just a huge number in an NFL game. The last bet I absolutely love is the Chiefs minus 9.5. I'm on this. Anything under 10, I'm on it. Chiefs minus 9.5. I think the Chiefs put up 40, and I don't think the Jets are capable of putting up any more than 17, honestly. Chiefs minus 9.5 is my play. Just to run through my NFL plays for the weekend. Once again, we're going to start this thing off right with the Lions on the money line tonight. A few props for that game coming. After we take the Lions on the money line, we're going to think long and hard about the Falcons +3. And because we hate the Falcons on this show, decide not to do it. But I do think it is a smart bet. Dolphins +3 is the next bet. Lions on the money line. Dolphins +3. If you didn't have as much hate for Atlanta in your heart as I do, take the Falcons +3. We're gonna look hard and far for the Steelers -2.5. Steelers -3. I still like. Where we at? 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 Ravens +2.5. I love it. I would absolutely jump off a bridge for it at +3. Ravens. I don't believe the Browns. I think the Ravens gonna win. Period. I'm still thinking about this money line. It's not like it's a big play. +124. Sometimes you just feel more comfortable taking the points, and if you can get 3 points, give me 3 points. Bengals -2.5. All over that. And then the last play of the night is the Chiefs, baby. Sunday Night Football -9.5. Real quick, one more time backwards. We got Chiefs -9.5. You got the Ravens +2.5. Bengals -2.5. Steelers -3, -2.5. You can get it. Dolphins +3. Falcons, if you're smart, +3. Lions on the money line. Getting a phone call. I'm live, player. Sheesh. Those are my favorite bets for this weekend. Lions money line, Falcons +3, Dolphins +3, Steelers -3, Ravens +2.5, Bengals -2.5, Chiefs -9.5. Now let's look at these props for Thursday Night Football. We got Lions, we got Packers. Anytime touchdown. Where you going? Where you at? I'm going nowhere. Nowhere fast. This team doesn't have a... I don't know. I mean, I guess Montgomery would be the guy, but he's +850. Okay. I was about to throw a bank on that. That's the first touchdown score. I apologize. +145. David Montgomery. Why the hell not? Let's go with it. Christian Watson supposed to be back tonight. Do you think he gets the ball? Or do you think Jordan Love continues to go to Jayden Reed? Boy, I certainly hope so. I have Jayden Reed on my fantasy team. All right, let's get down. Passing yards. 227 for Jordan Love. Juiced. Both over and under. Jared Goff the same at 249. And the hook. Not expecting a lot of scoring in this game, according to the propositions. Jordan Love, 16.5 rushing yards. Give it to me, baby, nice and slow. Jordan Love over 16.5 rushing yards. Player receiving yards. I usually like to give 2 receivers that I like. For some reason, they're not listing everybody. I'm going to take Jayden Reed over 35 in the hook. I like it. I love it. Want some more of it. So we're going to go David Montgomery, anytime touchdown, +145. We're going to go Jordan Love over rushing yards, 16 in the hook. Jayden Reed over receiving yards, 35.5. I was kind of hoping they had some Christian Watson numbers. but I do not see them. Adman Rod St. Brown, 72.5. To be honest, I think he can get it. Just feels a little too big for me. But if I had to take a fourth bet on this game, that would be it. See if there's anything else that just jumps out at your boy. At your boy. That's pretty much it, man. I'm going to play Lions on the money line. I'm going to take David Montgomery. Anytime touchdown, plus 145. Jordan Love over 16.5 rushing yards. And Jaden Reed over 35.5 receiving yards. Yeah, man. I like it, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. This is Captain By a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka, Rowan Dobbs. Going live. It is the 28th of September, a Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, my man Jaden Chandler Parnell will be here giving us all of his favorite plays across the collegiate and professional level of football, baby. Football. 39 days away from college basketball, which puts a smile on my face. Take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. Duh.